Yo, what's going on? It's Ballistic Beats, BLysticProductions.com. Back with some exciting news regarding the MPCs. All my MPC users out there is probably going to be real excited to know they have officially announced the MPC 2.8 software, and this one is a game changer. It's one of the more exciting ones that have come out in a while. Like every now and then they have little bug fixes and some little features that may not matter to a lot of people, but I know this one matters a lot to me. Especially in the last couple of weeks, I actually jumped into the world of external synths and been looking at a lot of videos and seeing how people are using them in their workflow with the MPC and all that. There's a couple out there that are using MPCs, but I noticed that a lot of people that use synths and things like that are actually using the Digitakt from Electron. And I didn't even really know what that was until I started looking into all the synth videos, and I realized that it's really popular for live performances and just a lot that it can do with using a lot of MIDI equipment and just the way everything was routed and synced up. So they look pretty dope. But I was actually considering, like, dang, I just got this MPC live, so do I need one of those now? Because I always just jump from gear to gear and all that. But this one just really changed everything. I just got the MPC live. I've been with MPC for since 2013 when they started with the controllers and all that. I've used the hardware in the past, but just here and there at studios and whatnot. But my own, I started with the studio. But anyway, this update. So MPC 2.8, if you see here, I got an email about it from Akai, and immediately went to look up what they talking about. So a lot of people have been complaining about the MIDI capabilities of the MPCs, the new generation MPCs, that is. They say the old ones work fine, but the new ones you could only control like one piece of equipment at a time, and it was just complicated to move around and try to record stuff, and it's not even to say trying to actually play live with it. But they have introduced the MIDI multi-mode that lets you connect 32 MIDI devices at one time. I got like 3 or 4, so it's cool to know that you can pretty much mic dean it if you want to. And if you got a lot of analog gear and synthesizers everywhere, you can pretty much just run everything with the MPC as a hub, and that is pretty dope compared to the limitations of the past or whatnot. You can also send MIDI from one track to the other and stack sounds and all of that, playing multiple tracks at the same time. I know that was a big thing everybody wanted. They finally brought that back just in time, because I actually just started stacking the mini log and the wave state, to give the wave state that little analog touch too. So I literally within the last few days have been doing that a little bit more and wishing there was an easier way to record it. Right now I do have the wave state controlling the MIDI through MIDI in on the mini log, but just having to turn the volume up and down and this and that to decide if I just want to use the wave state without the mini log. Now you can record them independently with the MPC, so that's gonna be dope. Also, once you create your chord progression inside the MPC, on a track, you can export that chord progression into the chord mode and actually save the progression, use it on other tracks within the same beat, use it in other beats, whatever you want to do. You can add something to it, change it around. That's crazy. If you want to keep a certain vibe, you can just use that progression or those notes as a starting point, or freak them, mix them up however you want. And yeah, so I think that's dope too. They have the Retrospective Record now, so if you're just messing around and just playing and jamming out and you hit something dang, what I just played, and you can't get it, is recording in the background. I know a lot of the DAWs do that anyway, but it's dope that they moved that over to MPC, because that will also help save some ideas, and it's just cool. I think they listening to people and getting those features in there. So I'm looking forward to the future. You can also copy pads from one program into another program, like the sound and everything, and just choose which pad you want to put it on, which bank you want to put it in. You could copy the whole bank from one program to the other and add something different to it if you got a certain set of drums that you like to use in one particular program, but another set of drums in another like genre, but you still want to use those few from the other. Like, yeah, I'm all over the place, but anyway, you can just move them around however you want easily, like just hitting the pencil and copying it over, and that's dope. Another thing, pad perform. It don't really do a lot for me while I'm in the studio unless I want to use those chord progressions or whatnot, because I have all the MIDI I need. But when you got your MPC out and about and you don't want to carry an extra MIDI keyboard, now the pad perform mode is way easier, because you can access the pad perform mode without actually being on the pad perform screen anymore. So you can access it right from the main page and turn it on or off if you want to trigger MIDI. And with that, you can use those other MIDI features, and you could be on track 1 and you want to control the MIDI on another page, and you're on the main page, and you can hit pad perform mode and boom, boom, boom. It's crazy. So that was not possible before, but it is now. I don't know if that's everything, but those are the ones that stood out to me, and I'm looking forward to adding in those things in my workflow. You can go to akaipro.com and look up the official 2.8 news flash release, and they give a good overview. A couple YouTubers that got like, I guess, beta versions or something, they actually got some videos out, so it just looks pretty dope, and I'm excited for that. But anyway, it's enough rambling. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment if you got something to say. I will respond. And until next time, y'all hold it down and be safe out there.